Did I put that mirror? Oh, sitting on it. Okay. So this is how I do my makeup for filming, aka my YouTube face. It's not too different from my regular face, but it's just a bit more enhanced. I like to use a primer, and I think it's optional, but I genuinely enjoy it. I use the one from Milk Makeup. Okay, so after using that, I'll go ahead and put on my base. Usually I do use the Jane Iredale Tinted Moisturizer, but I watched a video by Dr. Sam Bunting and she introduced SURRATT, so I wanted to try it out. I usually just need about 2 pumps of it. So looks like that. And I'm using number 5. Apply it on my face. Then I will use my beauty blender. I'll pat it in. And so the coverage is considered a light to medium. I think it has a decent amount of coverage where it still looks like skin, but more evened out. And if I were to want this to look more sheer, I would just re-wet my beauty blender and I would pat it in even more to disperse my base. I might do a little bit of color correcting. I do have under eye circles, and dab it in. Out of curiosity, I'm going to use the beauty blender. So it's just a sheer peachiness to offset dark circles. So I have that. I'm just going to do a little bit more. So my favorite concealer is the NARS in Custard. I usually put it under my eyes. Around my nose, because I get red around there. Sometimes I'll put it at the sides of my lip, but I don't feel the need. And if I were to have any spots, I would just put a little bit over there. I mean, I might have more spots, but it doesn't seem very noticeable to me. Take the beauty blender again, it's still wet. If I were to have spots, I would prefer using the Sephora 57 over the beauty blender because I feel like it still maintains the coverage to camouflage the spot. But then when it helps like disperse any of the edges. So it's like you kind of just want the center of the spot to have the most coverage and be able to disperse it around. So it looks more seamless. Okay. I usually go for a flushed popsicle stained looking lip. What I really like to use is a red lip tint at the center of my lips. I'm using the Secret lip tint from the Face Shop, and I'll put it at the center of my lips. So I'll do that. Then what I like to do after would be to take a pink lipstick. I've actually been getting into one from Lisa Eldridge. It is her pink collection in Love of My Life. So it looks like that. It's a rosy color. And then I'll put it on top. Clean the edges a bit, I'm gonna use a lip liner. So there's one by Gabriel Cosmetics in Berry. And I have a sharp Cupid's bow, which I really like, so I don't feel the need to draw over it. So sometimes I like to rub off the top layer of lipstick because I want it to look more like a tint. So I kind of make the edges of my lips darker. And the center brighter. I usually just use the same lip color on my cheeks. For my eyes, I like to keep it subtle. I have a friend, she had this makeup artist go on her channel to do a makeup tutorial, and I was introduced to the Giorgio Armani eyeshadow, and I thought it was so pretty. It's definitely no makeup look. And you know, you don't necessarily have to use this. You could use any type of cream bronzer, like even the Milk Makeup cream bronzer is great, but I like this one because it doesn't move around, and I feel like there's not really a way to overdo it. So I'm gonna put it on like that. Maybe I'll have it up to the crease. And then, I don't use a lot of makeup, so I'm gonna use my sister's makeup. I feel like I don't know which one is the right brush. Is there such thing as the right brush? I'll use this. So I just want it to go up to the eye socket. That to the other one. I feel like I don't have enough hands to do this. I don't have a standing mirror, so that's why I'm holding this. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add a little bit more on both sides of my eyes. Kind of like slick a layer along the lash line. Yeah, the color reminds me of milk chocolate. It's a nice color. Why not? I'll use this brush that probably isn't a brand name. Actually, I lied, it's Anastasia. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate from makeup artists because I actually don't like wearing mascara, but I do like the look of my lashes curled. And trust me, I've tried so many mascaras out there, even waterproof or smudge proof, and maybe I just haven't found the right one, because usually with mascaras, it's like I end up looking like I got a black eye or raccoon eyes. Or, you know, they just, like, after curling my lashes, it just kind of weighs them down, and then they become straight again. Because, like, for me, my thing isn't about having thicker, darker, or longer lashes. I have all of those already. I just need to have them curled because they just go straight down. So I use the KEVYN AUCOIN. I usually go on one side, so I'll get the outer lashes, and then I'll move into the inner corners. Yeah, and I want my lashes to look as though they're long and they're sticking up straight. It gives me that. I guess if I just wanted dimension, I could maybe use a brow gel on my lashes just to make sure it maintains that curl. I could put Vaseline, which, you know, because I keep my eye makeup pretty subtle, it's not gonna, I don't have to worry about it moving around. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, But yeah, this is how I have my look. Usually I don't powder, but since I have a sister that I can steal from, I'll use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Okay, I took a little too much. It goes back in. Okay, so I'll take a nice fluffy brush, tap it, put it on so my base doesn't slide around, which it rarely does with this foundation. For the Jane Iredale, it's beautiful, it's great for every day, but for filming you have to put something on top of it because it does slide around. This one doesn't. I think the hardest thing for me is always finding the right skin tone for my skin. Like right now I feel a little self-conscious, like I can't tell, do I look too pale? But I think I'm okay with it, and I know throughout the day it might, I wouldn't say oxidize, but it will just like meld into my skin more, so it's gonna look more like my skin. So this is my look. This is my makeup tutorial, aka my YouTube face. I think my favorite part about this look is having that pinky red lip. It looks really like low effort, low key, even though it did take a few different layers and, you know, different colors regarding, you know, the pinks, the red stain, the pink lipstick, the berry lip liner, but it diffuses so well. It just looks like a flushed lip, as though like I made out with someone, or I can make out with someone with this lip and we both end up having really nice looking lips. But anyways, this is my video. I really need to stop talking. Thanks for watching.